Hi, I'm Yvonne and welcome to the RV Cooking Show, a place where I can share with you my passion for RVing and my love for recreating regional food specialties from all across the country right here in my RV kitchen. Today I'm going to show you how to make a simple crock-pot meal, and I'm going to take you to some of Utah's most gorgeous countryside. Before we start out on our adventure today, let's assemble all of our ingredients, toss them in the crock pot, give them a stir around, turn it on, and when we come back later this afternoon, we'll be greeted by a fragrant, hearty, delicious, already cooked meal ready to eat. So let me show you how we're going to make our delicious navy bean and ham crock pot meal. Here's what we're going to put in this dish. I've got 1 pound of dried navy beans. I've soaked these overnight and I've drained out all but about 1 1/2 cups of water. To that I'm going to add a pound of smoked ham steak. I've cut these up into pieces and I'm even going to include the bone right on top of the beans. I've got about 1 cup of diced green peppers. You can also use green and red peppers, whatever you can find at your store. To that I'm going to add about 1 small, roughly chopped onion. I'm going to top this with a little bit of extra virgin olive oil, just to turn around. And I'm also going to sprinkle in some dried thyme. We're going to give it a good stir, get the ham down into our bean, pepper, and onion mixture. We're going to put the lid on. We're going to turn our crock pot on to low, and we're going to let it cook all day long. When we come home from our adventure, it's going to be delicious. Have you been to Moab, Utah? Not only is it a terrific little town, it is so conveniently located. It's just minutes from Arches National Park, Canyonlands National Park, and Dead Horse Point State Park. Arches National Park is a small but spectacular gem. They've got an 18-mile scenic drive, and you can see famous rock formations like Wall Street. If you park, you can take a short hike up to Delicate Arch, one of the world's most famous arches, and I'm sure you've seen it on the Utah license plates. If you're interested in walking around the canyons and the fins in Arches, they offer a hike called a Fiery Furnace Hike. It's a ranger-led hike, and you have to sign up for it in person the day of the hike at the Visitor Center. I highly recommend it. Get there early so you can sign up for the time slot that you're interested in. Canyonlands is broken up into 3 separate units. There's Islands in the Sky, which is as beautiful as it sounds. There's Needles, and the focus point of Needles are sandstone rock formations coming out of the ground. It's kind of eerie, and it's a terrific place to hike. There's also the Maze, a little more challenging to get to, but beautiful just the same. Dead Horse Point State Park has beautiful scenery as well, and it is not to be missed. Great hiking there, and if your family likes to mountain bike, this is a great place to bring your family for mountain biking. Also, did you know in the movie Thelma and Louise, that final scene when they drive their car off the edge of the Grand Canyon? That was really filmed at Dead Horse Point State Park near Moab, Utah. Now, if you didn't get enough natural beauty and outdoor enjoyment at the national and the state parks, Moab still has a lot more to offer. One of my favorite hikes in the area is called Negro Bill Canyon. You'll walk this 2-mile hike, you'll ford a stream, and you'll be rewarded at the end with Morning Glory Arch. It is the 6th longest arch span in the United States. As you drive around Moab, be sure to keep your eyes peeled for lots of famous rock formations, including Fisher's Tower and the Priest and the Nuns. There's a lot of terrific Indian rock art, petroglyphs, and pictographs. There's a lot of river activities to do, and if you happen to be an experienced mountain biker, don't miss Slick Rock Trail. On a rating of 1 to 4, with 4 being the most challenging, it's rated as a 4. But again, if you're experienced and this is something that you love, Slick Rock Trail is for you. The town is great. You can walk around, restaurants, shops, all sorts of things to see and do. And there's a lot of camping in the area as well. From the national park campgrounds, the state park campground, there's a lot of private parks too. We stayed at the Moab RV Resort just on the north side of Moab, and we really enjoyed the pool and the hot tub after long days of hiking and exploring. And we were hungry too, which is exactly where our ham and beans come in. I think dinner's ready. Let's check it out and let's get ready to eat. Sure enough, our ham and beans are done. I'm going to take my spoon and I'm going to break the ham up into small bite-sized pieces. The last thing that we're going to do is we're going to add just a little bit of salt and pepper right at the end of cooking. Just like this. Stir it up with our ladle and we're ready to serve it. Absolutely fabulous. Peppers, onions, ham, navy beans, a little bit of thyme and some olive oil. What a treat after a great day out hiking and enjoying. We're going to serve this, of course, with some cornbread, but if you've got some French bread at home, that works just as well. And tell me, what Utah dinner would be complete without green Jell-O for dessert? Did you know that Jell-O is Utah's state dessert? And actually, in 2002, during the Winter Olympics held in Salt Lake City, they issued little Olympic lapel pins of green Jell-O. They became collector's items and sold out quickly. Who knew? Well, one thing I know is you can find this recipe for ham and beans in the Crockpot, as well as lots of other Moab travel tips on my website, www.rvcookingshow.com. Thank you so much for coming to visit with us today. You know that we love seeing you here. Let's do it again, okay? Right here on, of course, the RV Cooking Show.